What is emotional value? A luxury bed, a vacation trip, or a feast? People's ratios are getting higher and higher. The product introduced today is a means of transportation, but more than just a means of transportation. It has a 22nd century appearance, a very romantic interior, and the industry top intelligent assist driving. Driving this car, you will understand why some products can give you total emotional value. As the only brand currently equipped with Huawei's 3 LiDar autopilot solution, Avatr's autopilot has reached an amazing level. Look at this ability to leave the car and park in the side position. I can say responsibility that even human driving can now park so easily. I didn't edit the whole process so you can enjoy it. If this ability is not enough to impress you, let's take a look at the ability of urban area autopilot. In this clip, we came to Chengxi Road in Chengdu. This is one of the busiest intersections in Chengdu. This dance floor people makes my skull numb. Such complex road conditions, Avatr easily went to the waiting area for the left turn. We can see that at the last left turn, it almost hit the taxi next to it. But obviously it didn't, and it entered the main road smoothly. Anyway, if the likes of this video exceed 100, I will publish a separate video about the autopilot ability of this car. When you stand in front of this car, you will feel you have enough emotional value. The front face is undoubtedly the most recognizable part of this car. Especially when you drive this car, people often look back at you. Some will ask whether this exaggerated front face will affect its aerodynamic performance. In fact, the drag coefficient of this car reaches a terrifying 0.21. Its competitor in the same class, the Mercedes-Benz EQE, has a drag coefficient 0.22. With the same rounded and low body design, Avatr has established its unique future elegant design language, and its aerodynamic performance is even better. In particular, it also has a halo screen on the front. Is it useful? No, but it makes you feel good. You will quickly feel this is a huge car when you come to its side. Considering its length of 5,020 millimeters, you may feel strange because it doesn't look that big from the picture. This is precisely what they are brilliant about. The whole car focuses on the front and the rear of the car, and you will feel that it's very sporty and muscular. The car I test drive is equipped with 21-inch rims. With such size fastback, it's really conspicuous, and the whole feeling of this car is really like a spaceship. But from the appearance, it's very difficult to tell that it's a fastback model. It doesn't have a long rear and it's even completely sealed. And if it's completely sealed, how can a main driver see the back? I will tell you later. To be honest, Avatr is a brand that takes care of your emotional value in every detail. Imagine a scene when you and your girlfriend finish a date, you walk to the car's rear with her, the logo lights up and the tail rises. She says, "Is this a chauffeur car?" You say, "No, this is your future home. Do you want to put your luggage on it and go with me now?" Yes, if you open the trunk, its volume is definitely enough to accommodate your romance.
with a volume of 526 liters to 1,536 liters. If she agrees, her whole family's stuff can be moved away. Of course, if that's not enough, the front trunk has a volume of 46 liters. Of course, I recommend filling the front trunk with roses. You may feel the progress is too fast and unrealistic. What if I open the door like this? I can only say, Avatr, you are so... Although the electric door and the halo screen in front are optional, I don't think anyone will refuse to spend 20,000 Chinese yuan to satisfy all the emotional values. The other day, I went to wash my car. The worker was terrified when he opened the door. He said, this car must cost at least millions of Chinese yuan. Avatr's electric doors is very sensitive. The sensor on the door will identify the obstacles next to it and determine the opening and closing angle. There are also many ways to open and close the door. Its main driver's door can even be automatically closed by stepping on the brake like a Rolls Royce. As a 5-meter long car, I believe most consumers have rear space requirements. To be honest, when sitting in the backseat of this car, you can really feel the progress of technology. Avatr 12 has a CTP battery specially customized by CATL, which reserves 45 millimeters of space downward. The batteries of pure electric vehicles often take up a lot of vertical space, but I sit in the back row. My head and leg space are very sufficient. Moreover, this car doesn't shorten the seat cushion length for leg space. You may wonder if there seems to be no storage space in the back row of this car. Yes, there's really no storage space in the back row except for the storage slot in the middle and the storage space when the door panel is opened. But you have to know that is Avatr, your emotional partner. When you sit in the car for a while, the 3D rib shape of the door panel and the rear seat panel, the exquisite physical buttons, the sunken wireless charging port, the oval steering wheel, the straight roof, the extremely sporty sci-fi style seat shape, and the restrained ambient lights arrangement. And that's the answer, the electronic rear view mirror. You can clearly see every details. You will feel you don't need a bottle of water in this car. You want to throw it in a trash can before getting in this car. And also, you will ignore there's only one Type-C charging port in the back seat. Okay, who the hell would charge his phone in the back seat in this car? Enjoy your life, please. What's even more exaggerated is that when I used the rear armrest for the first time, I found that its material was velvet, similar to the material of luxury gift boxes. Madam, our company's newest necklace costs $2 million US. But if you agree to my request, it will be yours. Okay, let's have some coffee. The driver's seat is always the most important position for a vehicle. Avatr has shaped this feeling to the extreme. When you sit in the driver's seat, the entire cockpit is environmentally friendly for you. The ultra-wide monitor offers you all the information about the car, making you feel like you are sitting in a spaceship. Unlike traditional brands building a sense of luxury through Avatr, is quite different. They don't select the wooden and metal materials to decorate the panel. They choose the whole lesser area to give you a more unified visual experience. Maybe you will feel strange, why don't I refer to the car machine? Well, maybe my requirement for Avatr is so high. I think on the reaction side, it's okay, but for the voice control, it doesn't have an AI model and it can't handle complex target. When I first test drove this car, I was now used to the oval steering wheel. Actually, the oval steering wheel is a very contradictory design from the perspective of control. The oval shape will make the driver feel that the turning radius of this car is larger as a rear drive 5-meter long fastback model. For real, I'm now very satisfied with its control. When you drive this car to turn quickly, you will feel that its rear end has a certain sense of drag and that it can't kick up. In fact, this feeling is a little bit contradictory to its sporty design. And for the turning radius part, well, some roads that are designed for U-turns will also feel a bit difficult to turn. Coupled with this oval steering wheel, it will amplify your feelings. But it's Avatr. You don't just want a round steering wheel. The feeling of its control make you feel that is Mercedes-Benz EQE, very business-like, which is completely opposite to its appearance. Another interesting part of Avatr is that they designed the zero-gravity seats in the front row. Indeed, they really care about the driver's feelings. However, the steering conflicts with the design logic. To be honest, its power performance is very unexpected to me. The model I test is a 700 kilometers 2024 rear-wheel drive luxury version, which provides 313 horsepower and a maximum power of 370 Newton meters. The parameters may not feel enough for a car that weighs more than 2 tons. I was also worried about this at the beginning, but when I actually drove it, I found my worries were unnecessary. I don't know if it's because the discharge efficiency of the 800 watts platform is greater. This rear-wheel drive model has a very strong acceleration feeling even without using the sports mode. As for its suspension performance, I think it's completely in line with the level of luxury cars. I have said in many videos, now many electric cars use CDP or CTP technology. The body stability is very strong. The car I test is equipped with air suspension and CDC suspension. When I set it to comfort mode, it's totally amazing. Whether it's a speed bump, a power, or a manhole cover, you can hardly feel any obvious vibration transmitted to the driving position. Compared with its excellent performance of power and suspension, I'm now satisfied with its NVH performance. During my intelligent driving test on the highway, the noise transmitted from the window into the car was still quite obvious. I don't know if it's because the 21-inch rims are too big and the noise of the tires is too difficult to control. But after all, the model I test is 2024. I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to test drive their 2025 model. Why do today's consumers consume electric vehicles? Is it for a longer range, for faster charging speed, or for better control and stress experience? To be honest, due to the improvement of technology, there will be less room for car vloggers in the future. In another 3 years, cars may now need steering wheels. Speaking of that, I really want to cry. After all, some people can make money by driving cars over small hills. In today's electric vehicle market, Avatr provides consumers with a choice full of emotional value. Its unique appearance, versatile assist driving capabilities, and luxury stylish interior design make it very difficult to see the shadow of other brands in Avatr. Moreover, I think this brand is really moving toward luxury. Whether it's 11 or 12, they all have limited versions of the 0 series. It's difficult for me to have a final conclusion on Avatr today, but buying it will definitely satisfy your emotional needs.